Welcome back, friends and family. I am so grateful that you're here and joining me today for this spring cleaning motivation and inspiration. Today we're going to be deep cleaning my master bathroom and laundry room. And so if you are needing some inspiration, you are in the right spot. And if you want to clean alongside me, go ahead and throw this up on the screen or put it on your phone and clean along with me. And I love to hear when people are really motivated or that this inspires them to get some things done in their house. I am here for you guys. I want to help and inspire you guys. So the first thing I'm going to be doing in my bathroom is actually putting my bath mat and my rug in the laundry, just so that can be washing up as I'm cleaning. As you can see, my tub is really gross. It has those like scummy lines on it, and so this is in need of a deep clean. So the first thing I'm going to be doing is taking out all of the things that are around the tub and putting that to the side so that I can wipe down all the surfaces, inside, outside, all around, and just make sure that this tub is deep cleaned. So I'm going to be using this tub and tile. I am just going to be letting it soak in. So I let this sit for a few minutes, and I also knew at this point that I was also going to be doing our shower. So I'm going to be taking everything out of the shower so that I can get all of the glass and the insides of the shower and make sure everything is scrubbed down. I'm using 7th Generation's tub and tile cleaner. This is also the same solution that is in the amber bottle that I had previously shown, and obviously my amber bottle is just a little bit more aesthetically pleasing. So this is what we're working with. If you see the scummy marks on this glass panel, I am going to be using my little sponges and some gloves as I kind of deep clean my shower here. So I am just going to put some of the solution on and then also just scrub it in with my sponge here. And this actually did a really good job of getting all the scum marks off and just some of the debris, or whatever else is in our showers. It really did a good job getting things clean, and it did take a lot of elbow grease to get all of the marks and scum off, though. I will say that at the end of this, my triceps were burning because of the amount of pressure and just kind of elbow grease that I'm putting in on there. But if you guys have other things that you use to clean your shower, let me know. The sponges worked well. I just needed to, put a decent amount of pressure on it. So look at all that grime on that sponge. Ew, I'm so glad that is off our shower. And I did switch sponges when I switched from the glass to the inside of the shower. So that was just from the inside of the shower. So this definitely needed to be done and deep cleaned, and it just feels really good once you are finished and everything. You kind of see that transformation of how it was to how it is now, and the first shower after cleaning it just feels like $1 million. So really fun. I am just going to be rinsing off the solution, and so in here I'm just getting a glass container and just rinsing off the sides, and then I'm going to be wiping them down as well. And good as new, so I love to see things transform into something that was kind of gross and dirty before, and then just to see how clean and refreshing it looks after. So I'm very satisfied with how it turned out after I cleaned it. And then I'm just going to be putting everything back in the shower that we use. I usually at this point would try to declutter some of the shampoos and stuff, but I pretty much have done that before, and everything we have in there we use. So if that's you, just kind of check some of the things that you have in there to see if you actually use it. I'm now moving on to my tub, and I have this Clorox wand that I got from Target. I actually spray painted mine gold because I just like that color. You definitely don't have to be extra and do that, but anyway, this is a good tool for reaching and getting hard to reach places, especially in the tub. It's hard to get all the way to that like farther corner. So this is a really good job of just like scrubbing down, and it actually works very, very well. I also use this little like handheld tool that I have put some of that tub and tile solution in, and this I use more in like the grooves and harder to get places. And honestly, between the two of them, they work so well, and it gets the tub really, really clean. So here I'm just going to be finishing up by wiping down my little edge of my tub here with a paper towel, and just getting all the dust and any kind of like soapy stuff on the edge here. That actually came off pretty good, and so I'm going to show you all the dust and stuff that I got off on this paper towel, but it was a lot. Next, I'm going to be deep cleaning this little tray. As you can see, there's a lot of soap and stuff that had kind of layered and gunked on there. So I'm just going to be washing that off and scrubbing that off of there, and that came off pretty nice. And it just is nice to have like all the items in your bathroom wiped down, scrubbed, and just everything is kind of in their like new condition. So this was very satisfying. Now that everything is deep cleaned, I'm going to just reset the tub and just put back the essentials that I want here. So it looks a lot less cluttered and minimal than the previous shot of like when we first started in here. So that is very satisfying to see. I am then also going to be kind of clearing out things that are on the floor, because I am going to be wiping down the floors and mopping in here. So I'm just going to be taking out this little stool and the little scale, and just getting ready to move on to the next section in here. As I was getting ready to do the floors, I saw on the outside of the tub there was so much dust on these little like lips in here, and so like look at that, that's so I did dust all of these off and scrub it down, and yeah, a lot of stuff was on here that had built up, so I should probably do this more regularly. So next I'm going to be tackling this counter space. So this counter isn't super like dirty because obviously I do clean it fairly regularly. However, I am just decluttering some of the things that I had put on there off of the tub area, and then I'm just going to be removing everything, wiping down the counters with my sieve spray, cleaning the faucet, the mirror, and the sink bowl. Now moving on to this corner of the bathroom, which is our toilet area. So the first thing I'm going to do is empty the trash. There was also a few things that had fallen on the side, so I'm just going to snatch that up and throw that away. And then I'm going to be using my Clorox wands, which I really appreciate these things. They're the disposable wands that I do use. I don't have a ton of like chemicals or like toxic things, so this pretty much is like as toxic as I get, I guess, in my house, but it works really well and it's very convenient, so that's why I am willing to compromise. And so I just am going to be wiping down the toilet and around the toilet, on top of the toilet. All things toilet are getting deep clean today. So funny story with this shelf. So as you can see on like the left front corner, we have some super glue there that actually got super glued accidentally to the top of the shelf. My husband was doing a little project and he set it there and some of it must have come out. So anyway, my goal is to try and get that off of here without damaging the shelf. So I used this little knife and it was actually quite messy because as I was trying to go under it, I ended up breaking into it and it just went everywhere. And so I had to quickly throw that away and then wipe off the rest of the super glue on here. So anyway, I did end up getting it off and then I did flip it around so that that corner is in the back so you don't see it as much. But yes, we do have a portion of a super glue bottle on our shelf. And voila, having a nice, clean, fresh bathroom feels so lovely and refreshing. So if you were also tackling your bathroom as this video was playing, good job, way to go. If this is just motivating you to do your bathroom, I wish you the best in that. And yeah, it feels so good to get that done. Anyway, so now I'm moving on to our laundry cabinet here. So this had kind of gotten overrun by a number of things. This was starting to be a little bit more of a catch-all. So the first thing I'm going to be doing in here is taking everything out and organizing each bin and item that's in here. I was able to eliminate one of the bins. That's how much I decluttered, and so it actually worked out really well. So I sometimes get questions about my little leaf decals or like the little plant decals that I have in my laundry room here. So I did do a laundry room makeover. I will sure to tag that video in the description box below, and maybe put a little card up top. But feel free to watch that after this. That was a while ago when I filmed that, so it wasn't the super great lighting. It does show how I got this look in my laundry room. So here I am just kind of assessing what I have in each one of these bins. So I'm just going to be going through each item. There was a number of things that I was able to toss or recycle and just kind of consolidate different items in here. So in going through all of these little cubes, I found a lot of things that I didn't even know I had, and honestly I was thinking of buying. I found 3 different amber glass spray bottles, which I kind of wanted to make my own spray solution, so now I can do that. And then I also found some other things for our bathroom that I was looking for. So there you go. Organization saves time and money. Now I don't have to go out and buy those things because I already have them. So I'm just going to be sorting each cube into like items and just kind of consolidating, like I said. This is actually the fun part because you're able to actually see what you use, what you need, and things that you don't use or need, or just kind of is just taking up space. So those things can be donated or tossed. So this was a very productive organizational haul. This was a very productive organization, and I was able to make this laundry room look so much better and less cluttered. I'm just going to be wiping down and dusting off these shelves just before I put everything back in. So I have my little dusting wand that I use up there because I can't necessarily reach up there because I am of the shorter stature. And I'm just going to be wiping this first shelf here with my Thieves spray. And then I'm going to be putting the items back on the shelves and organizing them in a way that makes sense. My last step in here is just to wipe down my washer and dryer, and again I'm just using my Thieves spray and a cloth. And so once that's done, I'm pretty much finished with this space. I think it looks so much better. It feels good to know all the items that you have in a certain space. At this point, my bathroom rug had dried, and I'm just going to be setting that down for my finished bathroom look here. And I think it looks really, really cute, really homey and warm, and I am very, very pleased with this space. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that this video inspired you and that you were motivated to get some things done in your own house. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any future content. I love you guys, and I'll see you next week. Bye!